Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. I'm live. I'm live. Hello, and welcome to All Enneatic Treasures. Today's my live sale. And excited, I have some new items to bring you. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Oh, hello. And let me just get this set up. All right. Okay. Okay. Hello. Hi, Miss Sherry. How are you? Hello, hello. It's good to see you again. Your package will go out on Monday. Printed the label for you and everything. Hi, Leona. Hey, Leona, it's good to see you. I was going through my book, and you have a $5 bunny butt credit from back in May 4th. So if you buy something today, you'll get your $5 bunny butt credit. Bunny bucks. Hello, hello, everybody. I'm just getting into my, let me get into, all right. I need to get up, oh boy. I need to get my mouse so I can navigate this laptop. Just give me a second, guys, okay? It's good to see everybody. It's good to see everybody. All right. Hi, Alice. How are you? Good afternoon. It's been a minute since I've seen you. I hope you're over. I think everything is okay. And let me just get in here and to my sale. All right. There we go. All right. Who'd I miss? How did I come up with bunny bucks? Two-part story. First part is the bunny is for the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, because I identify with Alice in Wonderland, and the White Rabbit, of course. And the giveaway, I was doing little giveaways, and I would, put an item up as a giveaway, whatever. And I was thinking maybe somebody didn't want that, even though they want it. And then it would add extra weight to their package or whatever. I'm not sure. But the Revive It sisters, actually, they do Revive It Cash. So I was like, well, that's a cool concept, that I'll just do Revive It Cash. Not Revive It Cash. I call it Bunny Bucks. And that's how it got started. My eBay page is called White Rabbit Vintage Collectibles as well. So, and I like the White Rabbit because, I always go down a rabbit hole sometime or another. So, but it's good to see everybody. And thank you so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm going to give myself a thumbs up. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much. All right. So today, guys, let's see what I have today. Ba, ba, ba. I have some new items that I thrifted. Well, I didn't thrift them. My honey and I, we thrifted together. We picked up a few new items. And there's some other items that I've already shown, and there's some stuff that I showed a long time ago. So I'm kind of, going through and sifting through the inventory. So, yes, there is, Alice. I know that song very well. And Miss Alice, you're the one who sent me the Cheshire Cat. I remember that. I still have that. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So, let's see here. We have some glassware and some other goodies. I'm not doing any linens today. I'm kind of exhausted with those. But also, just want to let everybody know that last week was a hot mess express for me. I did a show on Sunday. Okay. And then I have to go, and then then I had a show on Thursday with Dee. And then I had a show the following Sunday. So I had 3 shows that I had to pack up for. And some of the buyers requested that I group their items with Dee's sale from Thursday into my Sunday sale. So it doesn't normally take me that long. I usually give myself a week because of my work schedule. You all know that. I usually invoice a week out from the sale date, so that gives me enough time. But y'all, I spent 2 days straight packing and wrapping and frankenboxing. It was like, and people were like, "Where's my invoice?" And oh my goodness, it was a lot. That was a lot. 3. I don't know how some resellers do sales every day. There's some out there doing that every day. And I don't know how they do it. So, but I don't think I think this is their full-time, their full-time gig. So I guess they have the time. But, between my work schedule, uh, yes, I had some catching up to do. So I want to apologize if anybody out there thought I was lagging or slow or whatever. I just, there was a lot. There was a lot. So, but I appreciate everybody's patience, and I hope you return. Stay with me, guys. Anyway, I had a great time at Dee's sale. Thank you so much, Dee, if you're watching again. She's having she's having a sale with the Revive It sisters this coming Thursday, guys. So mark your calendars. I'm pretty sure it's at 7 p.m. So she'll be having a sale with them, and also Tam Tam from Vintage Uprising Texas will be joining them as well. And I think it's on Dee's channel, but don't quote me. I'm not sure. Look for the thumbnail though. All right. I will be having a show coming up as a guest on Unimagic. I'll be having I'll be a guest on her show. Her and Angela Isaac are a team. Hi, Barb. We love you too. Thank you so much, honey. So I will be having a sale with Unimagic as one of their guests. So Unimagic, Stephanie, as we all know her, and Angela Isaac, they're a team. They usually do their sales together. And who else is going to be there? Oh my goodness. I just got a brain fog. Karen. Wow. Vintage. She's the girl. She's the lady who does a lot of glass. Oh my God. It'll come back to me. It will. I just I totally forgot. Karen. Yeah, she's out in Oklahoma. She bought a tiny house. You guys know who she is. Anyway, it'll be the four of us having that sale, and I believe that is June 26th, if I'm correct. It's on a Thursday. So we'll be having that sale, and it's called the glass sale. So we'll be bringing lots of glass items to that. So look out for notifications for that to go out. I'll just wait for Unimagic to send me a thumbnail, and I can put it out on my channel as well to all y'all. So yes, Sherry, she sure does. She has a channel. Let's see if I can. Let me see if I can find it. Unimagic. Let me see if I can put in search Unimagic. Let's see what I get with that. Yes. Here we go. Let's see. Unimagic. She spells it Unimagique. Karen Chasing Vintage. Yes, Sherry, thank you. Karen Chasing Vintage. Yep. She has Karen Chasing Vintage has been there before. So they call it the Sisterhood of Glass. And let me see if I can try to I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let me see. Let me copy that. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I will try. If I can put that in the chat. Yep, I did it. There's her channel, guys. Okay, so yeah, June 26th. So we'll be having a glass show. So we'd love to see you pop over and show her some love. That would be awesome. Yeah, she does a lot of glass on her shows. So if you enjoy that, pop on over and check her out. Check her channel out, subscribe to her, show her some love. Okay, so back to what we're doing here. All right, so again, I have some items. Some of you have been with me a while. You might have seen some of these things. Some of you may not have seen some of these things, but we're going to get into it. Screenshot it. Okay, awesome. And it's good to see everybody. And thank you all for being here. I appreciate it very much. Okay. Oh, there I go. All right, so let's dive right in, all right? Let's dive right in, and let me move this out of the way. So y'all, I'm never organized for nothing. Never. And it's weird, no matter how many times I've gone live, I always get super nervous. I always do. I don't know what it is. I just get super nervous. So the anxiety starts to flow, but we'll be fine. Okay, so we have 6-8 today. Okay, so if y'all are ready, I'm ready. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. They say we have 15 in here now. Let me see, I don't know. Let me see if I can refresh my screen. Okay, and I got 10 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. Well, I would have to agree with that, Sherry. But you know what's weird is that I can organize somebody else's stuff. You know, when I'm at work, I'm organizing and fixing, right? It has to just be a certain way. But my own house is a hot mess. Like I can't, you know what I mean? I can go to your house and I can organize your mess. But don't ask me to do it in my own house. I don't know what it is. That's just the way it is. Okay, guys, so you want to get started today. I have some cute items. I think they're cute. So I'm going to jot it down as we go, and I hope that y'all like what I bring today. All right, so let's get started with. We'll get started with these. Now these are Westmoreland Vintage Thumbelina Diamond Quilt Milk Glass. They're a mini sugar and creamer set. And here we go. Look at them, guys. Are they not precious? They're little nubbins. They're only this big. You know, maybe they were part of a children's set. They do have the Ring of Fire right up on the upper lip here. And there's the star on the bottom. And these are made by Westmoreland. You know, did you know that Westmoreland made a lot of glass for Avon? I learned that. That was an awesome thing to learn about. I mean, who knew? I mean, a lot of people poo-poo Avon, right? But their glass items are pretty nice, actually. So Westmoreland was one of their suppliers that did their glass. So they're nubbins. They're little tiny things, you know. This is when you invite somebody over for a quick cup of coffee, you know, just a little milk and sugar to get them in and out. Don't let them linger. Aren't they cute? So if you're interested in these, this is number 8. And I'll put it in. Oops, darn it. Let me put that in. $8 for the set, and it's going to be number 4. $8 for the set, number 4. Aren't they cute? They're adorable. And I see Miss Sherry. Okay, guys, so I didn't do the background. If you're new to my channel and you've never bought from me before, I would appreciate very much if you would send me your information to allintheattictreasures@gmail.com. And when I do a buy it now on my channel, I do it a little different than everybody else. If one or more persons puts in the same number, then it automatically will roll into an auction style. Okay, so that way, whoever wants to participate, if somebody wants it bad enough, and they have an opportunity, and it also accounts for the lag that we all experience so horribly at times. So if I see 2 people with the same number, then it'll automatically, and those 2 people or 3 people can battle it out, and we'll just do the countdown. All right. So, and if you're not familiar with my channel, I ship from southeastern North Carolina. I use Pirate Ship and I use PayPal for your invoices. Now, people have been having trouble with their invoices, I heard. I don't know what's going on. I haven't had any trouble at all. But, and I don't know whether, I really don't know what's going on. But all I need in the information is your real name, if it's different than your YouTube name, or both, your full mailing address with zip code, and an email that you use frequently. Okay, this is not your sign-in email to your PayPal account. This is an email that you use frequently, that you will be getting notifications and it'll be opening all the time. So an email that you use that is updated and that's something that you use all the time is an email that I would, would work best. Okay. I've gotten emails that are people's PayPal emails, and it doesn't go through because I think that belongs to their account. It's not, but yeah, you're right, Sherry. Hiccups do happen. They do happen. But I'm not sure why everybody's having problems with getting their information. So, when you send me your information, that's the email that I'm going to use to send back the invoice to you. Now, you don't have to have a PayPal account. You can sign in as a guest. They do, accept all forms of payment, major credit cards, Venmo, and so on. So, you don't have to have money in your PayPal account to be able to participate. Okay, and I would love very much, I don't have my channel set to subscribers only. I would love so very much if you are in here and you're going to purchase, that you, you give me, subscribe to my channel and support me. And that way you'll get notified each time I go live. And I go live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So now that I got all that out of the way, back to these. I have Sherry in at 4 for 4, number 4, if there's any other interest. Otherwise, we'll count it down for Sherry. Okay, and we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let me put in my soul. And there you go. Thank you so much. All right. Put that right there. All right. Congratulations, Sherry. They're coming home to you. All right. Perfect. You're welcome. All right, those right here. Okay, guys, up next, let's do this. Okay, now, this was found while we were out thrifting, and it's, there's a couple of little pins in there. This does have some age. Now, this is what they call needlepoint. So we're gonna, I keep forgetting to do that. Okay. Okay. So this is an offer up, guys. We're going to start this at 15. This is a needle point that was done. I'm not sure how long ago, but here's the back. Like, they did not finish off the back. If I have some craft paper, and I do have some tape, I can finish off the back for you if you want. It's no big deal. But this is it. It's a beautiful rose. And it is that big. Isn't it, Sherry? It is pretty. And it measures about 8 1/4 by 6 1/2. 8 1/4 by 6 1/2. And there's the pattern right there. Like I said, I can. They put a nail in here. But like I said, I could do the craft paper and then I could put that tape around there so it secures it in. Isn't that pretty? All right, there, we'll pass and go to the next item. And let me put my pass in so I can see that. Okay. All right, up next. Now this is, I've shown this before, but this is super darling. Hi, Cheryl. I see Sherilyn. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for coming, Cheryl. I appreciate it. Do you want me to cover the back? Do you want me to cover the back with the craft paper and tape? Or do you want me to leave it open? Because it does have it's held in with those little pins. You just let me know, okay? Okay, cover the back. Okay. Let's put this. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Up next, let's do this. I showed this a while back. This is very cute. This is put out by Tilso, Tilso Japan. It is a vintage piece. Okay. And yep, here's your mark on the bottom, Tilso. And it is a planter. And there's your cherub looking man here. And look at the details. Isn't that pretty? There is, I don't see any nicks around the top, but the inside's nice and clean. And it stands this tall, which I'll give it a measurement, is 7.5 inches, and overall it's about 5.5 inches wide. Okay, and this is, what did I have on there? Okay, this is a buy it now for $12, number 5. Buy it now, $12, number 5. And that is, isn't that charming? I just love it. Right? I agree, Sherry. That would look very pretty with something coming out of it. That would look very pretty. And this has like a matte glaze on it. So, isn't that pretty? But it's a Japan piece. Made in Japan. Maybe I should paint it a different color. Upcycle it to something different. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I pull out the DIY paint? I wonder what color would it look best if I were to do that. All right, let me see. 5 syrup planter. Okay, if we have no interest, we're pass. And we can bring that back later. Painted gold. Painted gold, that's an idea. Okay, up next, super cute. This is so charming. This is vintage. This is definitely a vintage piece. That's what the lady told me. It was part of a set, but this is all that she had left. This is going to be, let's see. We're going to start this. We're going to start this at $8. Okay, and what this is, it's a frosted glass. Okay, and it has a little top on there. I don't get the top off. I won't get the top off. But what she said, it was part of a set. And what this is, she said, was it held cigarettes. But you can use it as a votive holder because, you know, most people don't smoke anymore. But it's that big. And it has these cute little cherub figures going all the way around in the frosted glass. Okay. So this would hold a tea light. That would look very pretty in there. More cherubs, yes. Isn't that charming? And the lady at the table, she goes, "Oh, wouldn't those cigarettes go stale?" And she was like, "No." These were 2 senior ladies. And she goes, "Oh, no. When the girls got together and played bridge, the cigarettes would not go stale because they would be in them." But it has the nice white painting over the gold. I did not do that. That's the way that it came. Okay, so if there's no interest, we're going to pass. And we'll give this a number. Oh, it's cherub. Okay. Oh, Lord, here we go. All right. Up next, let's try some of these things here. All right. Let's try. I'm going to bring out some plates again. We'll see how they go. Let's try these. We have some plates. Cheryl, don't look. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a great idea, Sherry. Why not? I could try some rub and buff on there. That would look awesome. That would look awesome. Okay. So These have a number. All right, so we're going to do, no, number. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's the first plate. This is hand-painted puppies. It is that big. It's got the beautiful 3-flower color here. And this is the marking on the back. It just says the initials of the person that did it, I suppose. And I'll give you a measurement. The measurement is 7.5 inches. It's very pretty. 7.5 inches. And it's a buy it now, number 13 for $8. There's no chips or cracks. It does have a nice little gold band around the edge. Isn't that sweet? Okay, so if we don't have any interest, we're going to pass. I have quite a few plates to go through, so we'll put that one to the side. Next up, I have a Lena Lou. Lena Lou. She does very nice work. This is called the Peony Prelude. It's from 1991. Okay. Let me put the numbers on here. And this is also an $8 plate, and it's number 10. And this is Lena Lou, and she does fabulous work on her plates. And this is a 5th issue in the Symphony of Shimmering Beauty series, number 6606D, 1991. And there's your back. And it doesn't have any chippies or cracks or anything. And there's the signature right there, Lena Lou. She does such pretty work. She really does. And I believe this is another, how big? 8.5 inch. 8.5 inch plate. There we go. Okay. So if we don't have any interest, we're going to pass. And put that to the side. Up next, I have another beautifully hand-painted plate. OMG. This is gorgeous. 8.5 inch round. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, this is Austria, so this one, I think, does Dee do an offer up on hers? I don't know, but this is Austria. So is this one. Okay, so we're going to start this. We're going to start these at $12. Okay, and it's choice. Okay, I have 3 to choose from. Okay, here's the first one. Aren't these beautiful? These have a gold rim around the edge. And the flowers, I love those. Those, I don't know what kind of roses those are, but aren't they beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. And this plate does measure 8.5 inches. So here's your first choice. Okay. And there's your back stamp. It says Austria on the back. There's your first choice. Your second choice is this one. What are those? I don't even know. Maybe that's like there's a berries or something. Oh, they're beautiful. Look at that. And that is your second choice. And this is the third choice. Again, it has the marking on the back, Austria, and it has like a, it looks like a, you see that little hourglass. See that right there? It has like a little little pot. I can't think of the name right now. Isn't that pretty? And those are berries with the leaves. So your choice, guys, is this one, or the rose. Ginger jar, yes. Ginger jar, thank you, Sherry. Okay, so if there's no interest, we can pass on those. Let's see here. All right. Let me put my cursor back there. Trying to get live chat. There we go. Aren't they? They're so pretty. They're so very pretty. All right. Up next, these do come with a hanger on the back. And these are Royal Cauldron, Bristol, Ironstone, Woodstock, Rock porcelain, made in England, oldest pottery established 1652. Okay. So I have two of these plates. They both come on. They both will come with a metal hanger. So these are going to, again, these are going to, where these are going to start at $12 choice. Okay, and here's the first one. And it has this three-dimensional edge, very pretty wildflower in there. Here's the back marking. Isn't that pretty? The ironstone. There's some crazing, but there's no chips. And then the second one is this one with the flower. And here's your back mark. Very pretty, right? And these measure, these are a little bit larger. These measure 9 1/4 inch round. 9 1/4 inch round. Aren't they lovely? So your choice with starting at $12 per plate. Bristol Ironstone. Nice. Okay. So if we have no interest, we're gonna pass. Oh, cornflower, right. That's this one. That's a cornflower. And this is a girl, I can't pronounce that. Persillenia, Selena. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. But anyway, aren't they gorgeous? They're so pretty for a plate wall. All right, and the other one that I have, put these underneath. The other one I have is this one. I think you've seen this one before. This is a larger plate. This is also hand painted. And this is much larger. It's like the cabbage rose, or maybe, if that's correct. And this is $12 as well. So this is Start. And this is a much larger size. I'll give you a measurement on that. That's so pretty. 10-inch plate. And that's a $12 start as well. And it doesn't have any markings on the back. But whoever did it did a beautiful job. All right. So if we have no interest, we'll move on to the next one. Okay. So move those out of the bag. All right. Let me see. I do believe I have more. Yes, I do. I have a few more here. Move these over here. Okay. This one I did purchase from, I think it was Vintage Vinny. I got this from. It's from Bavaria, Massenhof. Okay, so I did get that from him. And so this is going to be, okay. Sorry guys, I do all my own modding right now. Let's see. I'll show it to you while I type. Isn't that a pretty dish? It's just an oval dish. There's a pretty bird on it. Not sure what kind of bird it actually is. It's a mother of pearl essence to it with these design around the edges. And it's a buy it now, $12. And it's number, let's put in here, number 14. Buy it now, $12, number 14. I believe that's exactly what I paid for it. But yes, Mr. Vintage Vinny, he finds some really nice things. There's your back stamp, Bavaria. But it's just so pretty. That is a transfer on there. Let me put that down. Oval. Bird. And that is $12. Okay. Up next, we're doing the 12s today. We're doing the 12s. This is a start. This is an offer up starting at $12. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This is an ashtray, actually. But look at somebody painted the pine cones in there. I love the blue and the purple and the light pink. Isn't that pretty? There's no back marking other than it looks like little fingerprints from when they made it. Isn't that adorable? I love it. And you don't have to be a smoker to have something like this. And this isn't a matte glaze. Okay. Aren't the colors lovely? They are. This isn't a matte glaze. It's painted really well. It's all hand painted. And there's no chips, cracks, or anything. And it's a substantial piece. You know what I mean? Like it's not thin. So start at $12. Pine cone ashtray. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, now we have these Elite Decor. If you like the chickens and farm country in your kitchen, okay, these are a set, and I didn't put those in. Hi, Elaine. How are you? Good to see you. Okay. I put those in. Let me put this back in. That was a pass. Okay, so these are up next. These, you get the set of the two. Okay, so you have these, the chickens together. And then you have these guys here. It has a nice red and white check design around the back. Decorative use only. Okay, Decor Elite. And this set of two is number 30 for $8 for the set. Okay, $8 for the two. Number 30 if you're interested in these. And these are this big, not too big for the kitchen. I think they measure what, 6 inches? No, I'm lying. 7.5. 7.5. $8 for the set, number 30. Decor Elite. There's your back sign. Next I have a platter. This is so pretty. This is Nortiki and it's Ivana. EVANA is the pattern. Okay, so this will start start at 15. Here it is, guys. Look at this. Look at that design. Is that not gorgeous? This has no chips, no cracks, no crazing. And it is that big. It's not a huge platter. It's just a nice size platter. Fit a chicken well, or a loin of pork. Any kind of long vegetables, you know, asparagus or whatever. Very pretty. And there's your back stamp right there. Isn't that lovely? It has pretty, the design is just to die for. I love that right there. But it's in excellent condition. You can see in the reflection, it doesn't have any knife marks. So this probably was not used. Now, exactly when this was made, I'm not sure. It's just Nortiki. So with the M in the, that's in the, what is that? Those, anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. There you go. M in the, telling you, I can't remember words. My brain is fried. Okay, platter. No, all right, we're gonna pass along. And we'll go to the next platter. Okay, the next platter is super cool. This does have some crazing. It does have some age. Oh goodness, this is Chinaware, Columbia. Columbia Chinaware. And here's the platter. Here's your design. Isn't that pretty? I love the design. Again, I'm not sure when this was made, but I love that part right there. It is an older piece. It does have some crazing on it. And there's your back stamp. And this one measures 11.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And this is a heavier platter than that, so I'm thinking this is like ironstone. But yeah, Columbia Chinaware. But that's gorgeous. It definitely looks, you know, 1930s, 1940s, maybe earlier. I'm not sure. I agree, Sherry. And when I had my I decorated my kitchen like that for a number of years. No dinner plate was exactly the same. I had mismatched cups, but it was all in like the shabby chic. You know, I had floral plates and floral teacups and, you know, everything mismatched, you know. There was nothing that matched. But that was the thing, right? That's the beauty with with shabby chic. All right, we're going to pass on that. Okay. And then the last platter I have is this one. This is put out by Homer Laughlin, and this is called Virginia Rose, and it's 1935. 1935. And this is a start at, okay, this is a $12 start. And isn't that lovely? I love this part right here. Isn't that pretty? Does have some gold wear around the edges. Here's your back stamp. Right there. Isn't that pretty? And these are transfers. Those are transfers. And that one has some crazing in it. Does have some marks from usage, of course. So beautiful. 11.5 inches in length. 11.5 inches. Yeah, good old Homer Laughlin. Very pretty. Okay, so that is those are the dishes. So I want to get those out of the way. Okay, get those out of the way. And move to here. Well, they're not all out of the way. I do have some more. Now, I showed this before. Some of you have seen it, some have not. This is 1930s Czechoslovakia. China porcelain, MZ Othero, ALTROHLAU. And the design is Diana. 1920s actually. Okay, and this is starting. Look at, I'll give you a look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This start. What I read here, start at 15. Isn't that gorgeous? It is a vegetable bowl. 1920s. Here's your stamp on the back. Right there. This is Diana. And there's the other one that is, I cannot pronounce it, MZ something. I can't pronounce it. But it's Czechoslovakian. There's no chips, cracks, or repairs on here. It looks pristine. Like there's not any like heavy utensil marks or anything. It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this one measures 10 inches by 6.5 inches. 10 inches by 6.5. There's a very pretty pale yellow here, like a creamy yellow. But it's beautiful. You don't find 1920s china too often in really good condition without it being dinged and it chipped up or whatever from its travels. So very pretty dish. Yes, it's pretty. Okay, look through that one. Now this is more of a modern piece. Okay, this is more of a modern piece, and these can be pricey. Oh, let me back that up. This has some weight to it as well. So we're going to start this at 18. And this is a baking dish, guys. Look at that condition. It's perfect. It has a very pretty yellow to orange ombre, right? Orange to yellow ombre color tone. And it is a La Croûte. So we all know La Croûte is a very good brand. Okay. And look at the bottom. I don't think anybody ever put it in the oven. I don't think it's ever been used. So this is like next to new. There's no utensil marks in there at all. So as good as it is, it could be a gift, right? You could gift that to somebody. It does have some weight though. So it's that big. The pretty yellow to orange fade color right there. The cream color inside by La Croûte. It is a pretty sunflower yellow. Thank you, Sherry. Okay. I have a Dutch oven that is used a lot, especially when making sauce. There's nothing like it. It's, from what I know, I mean, basically it's what are they like? They're like cast iron that are coated. But this is not cast iron. This is heavy. I don't know what's inside. Could be cast iron. I've never chipped one to find out. But anyway, if no interest, we're going to pass on that one. Okay. Oh. Wait, here. I'm just trying to get through all the China stuff. Look at this bowl, guys. Some of you have seen it before, some have not. This is so pretty. There's like a fine, it doesn't go all the way through though, but there's like a hairline. Now this is made in Germany. Okay. All right, let me put a number on here. Okay. Oh, okay. You went thrifting today? Good for you, Sherry. There was an estate sale going on today up the block. Well, up a few blocks from me, but I didn't go. I had to prep for my sale. Look at this bowl, guys. This is made in Germany. It has that, it's got like a mother of pearl tone to it, like a gloss. It has these, like these sprayed stencils and then the rose transfer in the middle. I know this has age. This this is translucent. You can kind of see through it. But here's the edge work. It has like these divots right here, 3-dimensional divots. I think Scott showed something like this one time. So look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to put this one in starting at 15. That's okay, Sherry. So you come home with something. As long as you come, well, that's can't say that. As long as you come home with something. Some days you find lots of stuff and sometimes you don't. But as long as you're bringing home something you love, why not, right? It's the thrill of the hunt. I know that's right. I love it. I love going out and finding things. Isn't that gorgeous? This bowl. And there's no decorations here. And so it's only there. So you could prop it up like so and display it in that way. But this is definitely an older one. It does have this, there's like a very fine hairline crack right here, but it doesn't go through to the other side. But it's very pretty. And this bowl measures almost 10 inches round. Almost 10 inches round. And that's the only thing that's marked on the back, made in Germany. So when is the last time they wrote made in Germany? Because you had Germany and then it became East Germany, West Germany. So isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Okay. All right. Up next we have this beautiful heavy bowl. This is a heavy one, guys, but it's so pretty. Oof. I love it. This is put out by Andrea of Sadak. She does such beautiful work. Okay. Now this 25, I didn't put that. Okay, 15. Okay, 26. We'll put a number 26 on here. Okay, so this is a start. And we're going to start this bowl. We're going to start this bowl at 15. Guys, look at this bowl. Oh my goodness. It has that faux crackling. I love the birds. I love the birds in there. Look at that. OMG. Look at all the birds. And the design around the bottom. Isn't that pretty? And it does have some weight though. This is weighty. So whether this will be a great console bowl, of course, because You can see in it, you can see on the outside of it. It's gorgeous. It really is beautiful. I love it. And there's your Andrea by Sadek. There's your sticker right there. I didn't even bother to get that off because I was going to keep this. I've had this for what, at least 2 years. I've been holding on to it. It's gorgeous. And I give you a measurement on it as well. 10, about 10 inches across. And she stands about 4 inches high. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we don't have any interest. We're going to pass that as well. Okay. Put this back here. All right. Now we have some salt and pepper shakers. I bought these from probably about a year ago. I picked these up from Shane and Heather at Revive It Sisters. And not that I don't like them, but I'm just moving things out, you know, bring new things in, kind of changing up a little bit. Oh, let me just put my numbers on these things so I don't lose track. Okay, I'll put my numbers on there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so these are going to start at $12. I don't even remember what I paid for them. Okay, so here they are. They're pheasant salt and pepper shakers. The heads come off like so. There's the inside. I would not use these for salt and pepper. I would use these just strictly for decorative use only. There's no markings on them other than underneath the tail, which there's a little bit of this going on here. But it only says the numbers 9, 5, 3, maybe. Right underneath the tails, right there. It says 953, but they're not silver. They could be silver plated or chrome plated, but they're a nice pair. They're very pretty, kind of Victorian, you know, with the peacock and the long feather. They're that big. So I'll give you a measurement on those. Here we go. 6.5 inches and about maybe 4 inches high. But they're a pretty set. I like them. I thought they were very Victorian. But the Victorians like the pheasants and their peacocks. All right, if we don't have interest. Oh, we do have interest. Miss Sherry would like those. Thank you so much, Sherry. If there's no other interest, we count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to put in the sold. And they're sold to Miss Sherry. Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate it. Get rid of that. Okay. And that was All right, and we put your little tag on there for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, up next, let's try. Let's go back here and do this. All right, I love this. I don't know what's in the bottom of it. It's glazed in, I suppose, but this is so pretty. This is going to be a buy it now. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Okay, this is a buy it now. I put a number on there. Okay, and here I have this lovely antique cup with the pretty flowers on it. There's glazed something on the inside, like something fell into the kiln, into whatever it was, and it got glazed over. But there's your beautiful rose. I love the handle. And on the bottom, it has this scalloped edge with all this relief work here. The panels have like a three-dimensional look here. And look at this, look at all that. How pretty is that? Now, I did see these as mustache mugs, which would have had a part here for the mustache. But this is gorgeous. This is very Victorian and would look very pretty. I have something similar. I have a sugar bowl that it didn't have a lid, but I use it on my vanity tray, and I just put flowers in it, artificial flowers. So that would look very pretty with some artificial flowers in it, wouldn't it? But it did something got glazed in there. So it is this size, and it doesn't have a lot of heavy crazing, and there's no chips. Well, there's way down on the bottom, there's like this little piece right there, but you can't even see it. You see it's right there, but you can't see it when it stands up. It's beautiful. Oh, really? Are they? That's good to know. As scoops and glass canisters, so the florals show through the nice. Isn't that would be very pretty, like for a punch bowl set, wouldn't it? That's nice. Okay, so we don't have no interest, and we'll pass. Okay. Next up, we're going to do a cream and sugar set. The cream and sugar set. This is a new find. These are so pretty. These are so pretty. I love them. These are, oops. And we're on 9. Bear with me, guys. Oh my goodness. These are going to be, here we go. Okay, finally did it. All right, guys, look at this. here's the creamer. This is a buy it now. Isn't that lovely? Look at the pretty green is the inside. These are put out by Fine China Denby, Portugal. Tabletop Designs, 1974, it says on the bottom. Okay, so here's the creamer. Isn't that pretty with the lovely florals? And here's the sugar. Isn't that pretty with the lid? And again, here's the undersigning of that. Isn't that pretty? I'm sorry, Sherry. I'm sorry. I have to sit on my hands quite often when I go to live sales. I was put in the chat that I have those Chinese finger locks, so I can't push any numbers. But it's okay. So if you're interested in the set, it's number 29 for $14. Number 29 for $14. And there's not a chip crack or anything in them. There we go. Oh, yeah? Okay, we have no interest. We're going to pass. And I have another creamer sugar. Now, this is from the 70s. They're made by Mikasa. Okay. And these are bright yellow with a mustard color. They're definitely 70s. You'll see that right away when you see the graphics. Okay, so this is and here's the next creamer sugar set. This is the creamer, 1970s. It's got that rich bumblebee yellow with the mustard colored edge. As we all know, the 1970s were famous for this color. And here's these are stone luster, oven to table to dishwasher, made in Japan. But there's your font for Mikasa. Definitely 1970s going on right there. So there's your creamer. There's no chips, cracks, or damage. And here is the sugar bowl. Okay. Now the sugar bowl had, let me see, there it is. On the inside of the lid, the very inside right here. I don't know if you can see that right there where my finger is. Very inside of that lid has a little chip, but it's on the inside, not the actual lid. And there's the bottom. Stone luster. Are those nice? Love it. So this set is $12, number 30. $12, number 30. I love them if you got that retro kitchen going on. What was that show? 30 something? She had that big old yellow chairs with the table. Is that 30 something? No, my 80s show. I think it was my 80s show. Anyway, yeah, I could see that in the kitchen. Okay, so we have no interest. We're going to pass. Okie doke. And what else I got? We have back here. Oh, another cream and sugar. Let's do that. While we're on a cream and sugar thing. I've shown these before. I absolutely love these. This is Cunningham and Pickett. It's the Danube collection from Ohio. These are discontinued. I know they would look great with that Le Creuset. Here is the sugar. They have the very pretty robin's egg blue banding with the silver. Here's your inside. Okay. And here's the bottom. But there's your decal, or your transfer rather. They are absolutely stunning. They are very, very pretty. There's no chips or cracks. There's no repair. So you get this set. This is $12 and it's number 31. $12, number 31. For this set. They are discontinued. Replacements, I believe, is at 1947. But then again, maybe brought back by Alliance in the 1960s. So, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a beautiful set. 31. Mm-hmm. All right. That 70s show, yes. It wasn't the 80s show. That 70s show. Thank you, Cheryl. I missed it. Okay. So put those to the side. Put those to the side. All right. Let's do some Limoges and some Nippon. Okay. So Limoges, I have a this little tidbit tray. This is an offer up, and we're going to start this at 14. And here's the Limoges tidbit tray. This is the Old Abbey Limoges right there. And there's Limoges, France, Old Abbey Limoges. So this is a French Limoges from France, not Limoges, China, from Ohio. A lot of U.S. companies gravitated toward the Limoges and started using it in their names as well. But this is the French Limoges. And it's translucent on the sides. It's gorgeous. It has a gorgeous gold. And this, it's like a very pale mint green with the roses. It's awesome. I have this on my dresser. I did get this. I don't know if I bought this from Was it Kim from Oh My Vintage? I think I picked this up from her a couple of years ago. Your mom's in that dish. She's pretty. Hi, Selena. How are you, hon? Okay, and I'll give you a measurement on that. 8 inches by 6 inches. So she's 8 inches by 6 inches. Now this is a transfer. It looks like it's a transfer decal for the florals with the gold painted. So she is beautiful. I see Cheryl at 14. Thank you, Cheryl. If there's no other interest, we can count her down. Okay, we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. Thank you, Cheryl. It's coming home to you, hon. Thank you so much. Add that to the rest of the stuff you got. I know you love that kind of stuff. Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Put it right there. Do any of you collect hat pins? Oh, you're very welcome. Do any of you collect hat pins? Hi, Nancy. I'm sorry I missed you. Hello, hello. Because I'm bringing this is actually a salt shaker, but it does have this little cork bottom. And this is going to be a buy it now because you could put your hat pins in there. This is that big. But you can display hat pins in there. And it's a perfect little hat pin accessory. You don't have to use it for salt. It does have its little cork in there. And if you're interested, this is, let me put a number on it. Okay. This is a buy it now, $6, number 33. The bolt holes are big enough, right? See, it has S on the top. And it's lovely. It's just very pretty. I see Selena at 6. There's no other interest. Okay, Selena. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sold to Selena. Thank you so much. Now we'll put a number on here for you. Congratulations. Thank you, Sherry. You're so sweet to do that in the chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, up next. And this is an offer up. And this is starting, we're going to start this at, we're going to start this at 15. Okay. And now this is Nortiki, hand-painted hand-painted Nippon. And this is, again, another little handled trinket dish. And again, I believe I got this one as well from Kim at Oh My Vintage. She finds the nicest stuff. But I was on this kick for a while, and I'm just moving things along. And here's the back mark right there. And it says Nippon. So y'all know that Nippon is before, Nippon is just Japanese for Japan. And they put that stuff on there till what, 1921? And then they had to put Japan. Isn't it beautiful? So you have the gold painted up there. Now these flowers are transfers. There's no chips, cracks, or repairs. It's also very pretty. 20s and 30s. I think they stopped Nippon in 1920, 21, I want to say. I don't know. I can't remember all the details. You guys know. But it's gorgeous. And it is that big. And it's perfect for the dresser, for your jewelry, for your keys at the front door. So, okay. So it total measures 7 inches. And there you go. And that was number 30. We had an offer up. We'll give it a number. All right. And we'll move on to the next one. I'm learning all the time, and what's sad is that I forget half of it. I wish I had a memory like Scott, and I remember all that stuff. I mean, when I'm out thrifting, I can, in my head, I know what I'm looking for, certain things. Yes, Barb, you can. You want this one, or you want this one? Oh, hi, Kathy Weissman. How are you? 1891 to 1921. So is it this one, Barb, or is it this one? And like I said, I learn all the time. This one? Okay. All right, Barb, thank you. I'll put you down for that. I'm learning all the time. That's why I watch a lot of resellers. And when they, where they're presenting their items, and Scott being one of them, he's very informative. And there's a few others that I do hone in on, and for education. But it helps when you're out there looking, and from antique road shows to just a plethora of people that have informative information. So you never stop learning, and it gets you to have a keen eye when you're out there hunting for stuff. All right, so let me put you down, Barb, for this, for the cherub. Cherub planta, Barb. Okay, that is sold to Miss Barb. Thank you, Barb. I appreciate it. Now, you just stopped in and say hello earlier. I didn't know you were in there. Okay, I have a half an egg, cracked egg actually. Another very pretty piece. Um, this I have a hard time reading the bottom. Anarco. I think that says Anarco on it. Oh, it's good. Good to hear, honey. This is the Cracked Egg by Anarco. It's that big. Has some very pretty roses on it. Each rose has a little bit of heightened glaze or raised glaze on it. Here's your inside. Nice and clean. Has pretty little gold details. And it is like a semi-gloss finish. It's not super high gloss, but it's a semi-gloss. I would say that it looks like a three-legged chicken, right? A three-legged chicken. A three-legged chick that came out of the egg. But these are great for what I read was that you use these to start flowers that have bulbs. So they're great for bulb flowers. And I literally have one on my kitchen window that has a baby from a spider plant. So that's what that grows in. I'm glad, Barb. That'll be very pretty in your bathroom. So if anybody's interested, this is number 35 for $8. Number 35 for $8 is for the Cracked Egg. I put a number on there. Okie doke. We did that one. Okay, we did that one. I have mid-century goodness here, ladies. I have a jewelry casket. Okay. Armalou. Mid-century. Some call it Hollywood Regency. But it is definitely gold Armalou. And we're going to start this at $16. Okay, now before you bid or anything like that, hi Hazel's Attic, how are you? There's one condition, and that right here, you could see right here, the little part that used to hang off of here is no longer there. So it just opens and closes. There was maybe like a little bow or something right there. But here's the intricate design. Okay, here's the top part. This is the part I love right here along the glass. It is beveled glass. And here's the inside, has gold felt, a gold velour inside. And there's the bottom. And here's the legs. Now it is a little bit of nubbin like that. It is not a huge one, but it is just, Sherry, you're too much, girl. Look at that. So, I know, just get in and get out of it, right? Who needs latches? I agree. 4 inches by 3 inches by 2 inches. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love it. I love all the extra detail. Like, oh, if you look on the bottom here, all of this is detailed all of that is detailed. It's just so pretty. Aren't the legs awesome? Mm-hmm. I have already, this is the third one I had. I already have two on my dresser right now. And I'm like, what? Do I really need three? I'm not really a big jewelry person, so I'm not even like putting anything in them. So I said, well, you know what? Maybe somebody else would like to have it. Pass it along to someone else. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if we don't have any interest, we'll pass on that. So let me put the number on here. So when I do my final round, we will know. Okay, here's the big one. Now, I had this on my dresser too, and I decided I was going to let it go. Ooh, I'm trying to up the game here, guys. This is gorgeous. This is starting. This is an offer up, and we're going to start that at $20. Okay. Now this is, some say that Anchor Hawking made this. I'm not sure. Could be. But this is called, the glass is the Queen Mary. It's Ormolu, Hollywood Regency, filigree, frosted glass. Now you can use this as a candy dish. You could use it as a dresser tray to hold your stuff. I had it on my dresser. But here's the ormolu, here's the legs, and this sits down inside of here, this band. Here's your top. This is gorgeous. Here's your top. And this clips on the edge. There's only one small little dingy. The thing you do is right there. I don't know if you can see that on the inside of that tip. Okay, on the inside of that tip. So when you look at it this way, there's a very slight shortness, but it is so unnoticeable. Who's going to notice, right? But the rest of the points are in great condition for it to survive like that. Now, I'll give you a measurement. This thing is about 8 inches in diameter. And let's see here. It's about 2 inches deep for the bottom bowl. But overall, it's almost 5.5 inches tall. It is gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? It is so pretty. I didn't think Anchor Hawking made stuff like this, but according to what I found out, it's called Queen Mary is the glass. And they do make it in clear and the frosted. But the ormolu with it is just so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay. And if I have no interest, I'm going to pass. Okie doke. We'll put that over here. And Up next I have, now I don't know if y'all like these print cleaned up, not cleaned up. But before I put a shine on it, I figured I'd offer it to you guys. It's hard to read this. Puritan silver plate. I believe that's what it says. Puritan silver plate. Okay, this is starting. This is starting at 14. Now it's silver plate. Here's your decorations for the side. Have you seen those salt and pepper shakers that are the blue cobalt? Don't they have like this same design? So, but that's what it reminds me of. But way out on the back, it says you can't even see it, but right in here, right in there, it says Puritan silver plate. Now this is the 2. It comes out like that. It is this big. And then inside, it has the divided tray. Hold on. I'm going to see if it glows. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm not sure if it glows. Okay. Does this have any? No. No. I don't see any green glow to it. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly how old it is. Hi, Cassandra. Aloha. But there you go. Now this will look very pretty cleaned up. Some people don't want to, don't, you know, they like it that grungy look. Some pieces I have that I keep like that. Others I polish them up, but they're gorgeous. I know Jeffrey, that old Hadley vintage, if he's watching this, he'd be like, oh God, girl, you need to clean that. He'd be like, please clean it. Isn't that pretty? All right. Now I'm not sure if it was right. Sherry, are you the lady who likes clocks? Are you the one who fixes clocks? Hi, Elaine Marie. Jeffrey is the master of silver polish. He sure is. He would gasp if he saw this. He'd be like, no, you need to clean that before you present it. But some people like it like that, you know? So before I go and dive in and do a number on it, I'm always afraid I'm going to scratch it. You know, like, that's what I'm afraid of. Okay, so we don't have any interest. We'll pass. Okay. All right. Those are gone. All right. It's good to see you here, Elaine Marie. Okay. Elaine and Eileen, I always get it wrong. I don't know why. In my head thing. Did I go through all of that? No, I didn't do this. Let's do this. This is a contemporary piece, but I thought I'd bring it because it is super cool. I love the way it looks. Now, some say you can do this. Some say you can use this as a candle. I'm sure it's a contemporary piece. It says made in Taiwan, but so maybe it's a little older. I'm not sure. But it has like a brassy looking bottom metal. And then it has the top. Here's the inside. And if you can see through the light, it's like a darkened butter, like what they call like a burnt butter yellow, or a burnt butter amber, or a deep honey color. It has some texture through it. Isn't that pretty? Butterscotch. Yes, ma'am. Butterscotch. And this is glass and this is metal. Okay. And we can start this at 12. Carmel, yes. 50 clocks, and Sandra on Dee's channel has way more. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. It's from the 70s, 80s. You have lamps like that. Nice. Now, I don't know. Can't you use this as a vase? I mean, really. I would use it as a vase. It's a nice big opening. Yummy flan, yes. Or you could pop a little votive down in there. It would look very pretty. All right, let me give you a measurement on it. It does have, right here though, guys, there's one small little chip right on the edge right there where it's shining. There's one small little chippy do right there. But yeah, it's very pretty. I like it. But this measures 7 3/4 inches in height and 6 3/4 inches depth at the top. Yeah, definitely. Definitely would give off. I don't want to pop a candle down in there. I'm afraid I'm going to have to, I don't know how I'd get it out. If you did put a candle, I would suggest maybe a tall pillar candle like so. You know, not one of those little tiny votive things that you got to burn your hands to get down in there. But yeah, isn't that pretty? No. Okay, if there's no interest, we're going to pass on that one. I do have a set of 6. These are black glass. These are not made by Libby. Let me see. Do I have a little thingy in here? I thought I had written down information on here. Something on my back. Oops. Black. This is black glass. Black amber. I think it's black glass. Or it could be purple. I'm not sure, but I can double check. But anyway, I have a set of 6 of these Irish coffee glass mugs. Here's the bottom on it. Now, Libby's has a different bottom, so these are different than Libby's, but I wrote it down somewhere and I forget where I wrote it down. Oh, good God. But I think they're black amethyst. I did write the information down. I don't remember now what I do with it. Yep. They are black amethyst. I just put the super powerful light bulb to the bottom. Have a flashlight to the very bottom, and it showed through, and it saw amethyst. So this is a black amethyst. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a set of 6 in the black amethyst. Okay, so we're going to start those. We're going to start these at 18 for the set. There are 6 of them. There's no chips, no cracks. Aren't they pretty? They're a nice size, probably I would say 6 ounce. But they are black amethyst. You can't see through this part, but when you shine a light through the bottom here, you can see the amethyst glass. So aren't they pretty? Great for a coffee bar. And what do we have? Yeah, we have 6. A set of 6. Yeah, right? Perfect for Halloween, right? Definitely. Okay. We have no interest. We're going to pass those. Okay, doke. How much more time? What do I have here? Oh, 2:01. Yep, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, as they say. 5 o'clock. Okay. We'll probably bring those to the glass show on the 26th of June with Unimagic. All right, next up. I don't even think y'all are gonna be interested. I don't know. I can guess. Okay. Here's a welcome sign. This is solid brass made in India. Okay, it says welcome with the palm tree. And this is a buy it now, $14, and it's number 38. $14, number 38. I'm going to, Elaine, I'm going to be on a glass show with Unimagic and Angela Isaac and Karen Chase and Vintage. I'm going to be one of their guests. And it's June 26th. It's a Thursday. June 26th. I'm not sure of the time, probably 7 p.m. But yeah, so earlier in the chat, I did drop her link. So if you're not subscribed to Unimagic, please do. So if you like glass, we're going to bring in some glass. And, you know, Karen Chase and Vintage, she's always got the goods, for sure. Okay, so anybody's interested in a door hanger, you put that on the doorknob and welcome anybody who's coming in. $14 for that. Up next, I have, I don't know if anybody is interested in this or not. I'm just going to see it first today, but then maybe bring it Thursday. All right, this is a clear pitcher with the blue glass, blue cobalt glass, and it has on the bottom. Here's your design. Etched design. It's a nice bowl size, I say like a bulbous size water pitcher or lemonade pitcher, whichever. And we're starting this at 16. And it's a nice big size. You got the 4th of July going on, coming in soon. So you got the blue and the clear, and all you need now is some red glasses and you're good to go. Put some Hawaiian punch in there, right? Put a number on here. Exactly. Thank you, Eileen. Look at that. I have to apologize, Eileen. Like I said earlier in the show, I had 3 sales to pack up. And then I was combining orders from D sale and the following Sunday sale. So I had to keep things, uh, you know, I was going back and forth, with multiple invoicing and adding invoicing to others. And it was a hot mess. So I apologize. But I did end up packing everything correctly. It's just that I flipped the names on the invoices. But thank you so much for catching that for me. I really appreciate it. So if anybody's interested in that, that's not normally what happens. I just don't normally have a sale during the week outside of Sunday. So I really don't have. It really kind of caught me off guard with getting everything organized, plus the work schedule. So it took time. I think, oh my God, I think I put out almost 30 boxes between the 3 sales. Yeah, it was a hot mess. Express. Anyway, but thank you all for being patient. I might have scared some people away on that one, but I appreciate your patience with me and your grace. All right, so if nobody's interested, we can pass with this one. And that was number 39. We'll put that there. Does anybody like Italian glass? Because I do have that. Okay, I have that. Now, this is starting at 22. I know this seems like a lot, but I paid up for it. And if it doesn't sell here today, it'll be coming to that show. Okay, so this is it. It's a 5-piece set. Italy, marked Italy. Here's the ice bucket with the brass top. And it has the grapes on it. It is that big. Now this is flashed. This is not cut to clear. This is flashed in. Here's the bottom. It's in fantastic condition. You do get the little brass ice tongs with that. So there's the ice bucket. And then you get 4 rock glasses. Now I'll bring them to you. 4 rock glasses. 1 in the red, cranberry. 1 in the yellow. 1 blue. And 1 green. Now on the bottom here, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but right there it says Italy. Right there, it says Italy. If you can see that, I'm not sure if you can see it. Trying to get the glare right there, Italy. But they're very pretty. You get the 4 whiskey glasses and the ice bucket, and it starts at 22. 4 glasses and the ice bucket. It's very pretty. Nice for having cocktails out maybe by poolside, or you have that special occasion. Lee Marie, I tried not to say it, but I hear what you're saying. It was in my head. It was in my head. I was seeing, and that's why I said ice tongs, because a thong would have slipped right out on me. So it's very pretty piece. And again, you get the 4 rock glass whiskey glasses with that. So very, very pretty. But I thought I would offer it today because it's an Italian glass. So, but if there's no interest, we can pass. Get your Kentucky bourbon out. All right. So we have no interest in that. I have, we have this. We have, let me see, what number? We have this number 44. We have a Bluebird of Happiness. It's a big chunky one. It's a big chunky one. Here's the chunky. Chunky. Now, I'm not sure. I do not see a signature on this one. So this could have been Tiara Studios, and it just had a paper label, Bird of Happiness on it. But it is in fantastic condition. There's no chips or damage. And this starts at $16. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bar carts are nice, right? You just wheel that out when you have your company. So people say they don't do dining like they used to, you know. And that's why there was a big drop in like dining room furniture and you know, big dining room tables and hutches to match, and that all fell away sometime in the late 80s into the 90s. It just, the whole market plummeted because people were going for open concept houses. They didn't have separate dining rooms anymore because people weren't getting together. You know, families weren't having Sunday dinners anymore. So the whole, I don't know if the house design industry changed that or just people. Yeah, no fancy entertaining, right? It's sad. So we can just be bougie by ourselves then. We'll just be bougie by ourselves. So if no one's interested in the Bluebird of Happiness, we can pass. Okay, we'll pass on that one. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like the, you know, I like the airiness. You know, it is nice to set a dining room table, isn't it? That's what you have the special stuff for. This you guys are gonna love. I thought this was adorable. I think I'm gonna try to make some myself. This lady, let me see. Let me get this and light it up to show you. I thought this was the coolest thing. whiskers. Oh, you guys are gonna love this one. What I do is I burn my fingers off. Plop that down in there. Guys, I love this. I think I might try to make some if this goes over well. I don't know yet. It's hard to say. Okay. So this is going to be a buy it now at, I love it. Look at this, guys. Isn't that the cutest thing you ever seen? It is a open handled sugar bowl, right? I don't know who makes it. I didn't even check it. But look, it hangs on this beaded lariat. In other words, this, she said she used a the beaded thing that goes on your glasses, you know, for your neck. And then she just hung it like that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I think it's so cool. And you put a little votive lamp, or you could just put a little bit of water and a plant in there. What a great little idea, right? I mean, how many do you find out there? How many little sugar things do you find out there that, you know, you just pass them up and you're like, what? But look at that. And that's what, and I said, well, let me get one for you and show it to the customers and see if they like it. But it's a great idea. So I put a candle in it. But you could do, that would be kind of cute, you know, if you just fill this with birdseed, you know, and put it outside for the birds. Or again, you can just put a little plant in there and hang it, you know, hang it on the patio or something like that. Right? If you had time for all those sugar bowls. So I thought it was pretty cool. And if anybody was interested, I said, well, let me get that and show people. There you go. I think it's kind of cool. Now it gives you something for y'all, something to do, right? When you go out there and you run down to get yourself an eyeglass thing and hook up those sugar bowls. I thought it was pretty cool. So if there's no interest, we're going to pass. We will pass that, and I'll blow out the candle so I don't burn myself to death. All right. Okay. Right. All right, so we did those, and those. Nobody wants that. I know that for sure. That is a no. Okay. This I thought was fairly nice. I have to get in there with a little toothbrush. But this I thought was interesting. Okay. Okay. And this is okay. I keep track of my numbers. All right. You ready, guys? Look at this. Isn't that cute? Look at that. It is a basket. And it has brass leaves as handles. It's an oval basket, like so big. It's got this nice, it's kind of like a blue. It's a blue color, but it's not a navy blue. It's not a black blue. It's just like a bluish color. Here's some, there is a little bit of pitting up on here. A little bit, not bad. But it's that big. But a little bit of brass cleaner would fix that brass right there. Fix that right up. Yep. But it says the wicker is in excellent condition. There's no holes or anything like that. Brass handles. So there's no more interest. We'll pass. All right. And up next, I have a 15 by 19. It's an art deco slash, well, they're saying it's art deco, but I'm not sure. It's a vanity tray. I believe there was a mirror that came in this at first. It's 15 by 19. Okay, so this is an offer up starting at 16. Okay, so it's clear vanity tray. Okay, now from when I looked it up, they were saying that it was they were saying art deco, but I mean, I don't know if it's art deco. I'm not, it could be, but I'm not sure. But some of them that are being sold are sold like this, and some of them are being sold and it had a mirror on the inside. So maybe the mirror had broken at some point and it's gone. But it's 15 wide by 9, 15 long by 9 wide. So you can use this as your a dresser tray, or you can use it, you know, you can use it for a serving tray, you know, so you can have a dresser tray like so, and put your glass fancy perfume bottles on it. How pretty would that be? And if you want, I mean, you could go and have someone cut you this size mirror to go in here, but it is lovely. And it is that big. So again, I mean, you could do bougie fancy, put your cream and sugar on it, right? Put it on the center of the table, okay, with a few little napkins and spoons. I mean, you know, it has a multitude of uses, is what I'm saying. Because it has a lip, Sherry. It has a lip. Okay, see this indent here where the mirror would sit down in there. Now, as far as, I don't see, there's no chips on it. It does not glow. So I'm really not sure who makes it. I don't, but it has a nice little scalloped edge. Very pretty. How cool would that be with shells on that, guys? Like, you can put sand in here and then sprinkle shells and put, you know, the battery operated candles. That would look cool in there too with the glass, because it has like a scallop. That would look really pretty as a centerpiece. That would be awesome. Okay, we don't see no interest, so we're going to pass that. And the next item I have is, I have a set of 6. These are hand-painted wine glasses. Okay. And these are, I Google imaged them. I could not find them. They were giving me something totally different, but these are hand painted. I'm thinking they could be maybe like Pier 1. I'm not sure. Okay, but we're going to start these. We're going to start these at $16, therefore the set of 6. Okay, so here's the hand painted. It's a wine glass. So on the top, you have your black band, crisscross pattern, and these are tassels. There's one tassel, there's the rope, and there's the second tassel. Crisscross across there, then it's banded down the stem, and then on the bottom, there's more tassels. Right here. There's 4 more tassels. You could see it better from this side. But I have a set of 6. There's no chips or cracks on these. And they're standard wine glass. Very pretty. I love them. Love the edge pattern. It's all painted on, and there's no loss of paint at all. No loss of paint. So these are pretty much year round, you know, like, so they're not like fall, they're not spring, they're just, you know, they're for every day. But it's always nice, you know, you put the, again, you have a get together and hand out some really nice glasses with some nice wine in them. Very pretty. And if there's no interest, we're going to move along and we're going to pass on that. Okay. Okay, so, all right, guys. And the last 2 items I have, I don't know, does anybody have a VCR at home anymore? Does anybody have a VCR? If you do, and you love The Sopranos, like I do, you might be interested. If you don't have a VCR, I don't know. I have a VCR. I still have my VCR, and it works great. Now, these are $10 a box. I have The Sopranos. Again, not everybody has their VCRs anymore, but I have The Sopranos 2nd and 3rd season. I don't have the 1st season, but it didn't get juicy till the 2nd and 3rd anyway, right? If you've watched it, The Sopranos 2nd season, $10 for the set. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes. That they are the VHS. Good Lord. And how do you get them out? They are snug in there. It's such a shame. He was such a good actor. Yeah. That was funny. It's not rated. This is the 2nd season was, let's see, 2000 HBO home video. There you go. Get 5 of them. You get the 5. I was riveted. I was riveted to this stuff. Yep. Yep. So you get that. That's the second season. And then you get the third season, the complete third season. Right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I was riveted. So there's no interest, $10 a set. If not, they're going to go up on eBay. There's somebody out there has a VCR. I still have mine just in case. It's hard to find a VCR that works these days, though, you know? But that, with the exception of, let me get these out of the way. These are the items. I'm just moving the items that's sold out of the way so I don't confuse those and try to resell someone's stuff. All right. And Barb wanted this. There we go. Now, I did mention earlier that there was some folks here that had Bunny Buck credit, and that was Leona. If you're still here, I had Donna, Kozak from 2 weeks ago or so. I had Al's Full Shelf Shop. She's got a $5 credit, and Kathy Beauvillain, she's got a $5 credit as well. So those are the credits that are sitting here waiting to be used. Right. And basically outside of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 6 items out of everything sold, and mostly everything is left. And that is huge. It's already 2 minutes and 33 seconds in. If there was something that you would like to see again, because for me to do a whole recap would take a while. It would take another at least 20, 30 minutes to recap everything else because a large majority of it did not sell. All of this in the back did not sell. Okay. So, to have to go through all of that all over again, that would be time consuming. Plus, we have other shows coming up tonight. We have, no, actually, he's coming on at 8 tonight because he said he had to work. But Jeffrey at O'Hadley Village Vintage, he's coming on at 8 o'clock instead of 7 for his show. And then at 7:20, there's Margot. No, I'm lying. That's on Friday nights. That's all I know for Sunday evening. Yep, Sunday evening. That's Old Hadley Vintage, Mr. Jeffrey. So, that is, that's what's coming up at 8 o'clock, guys. So, do you want to see this, Cheryl? I'm sure a little bit of, I don't know. I'm sure a little bit of cleaner would get that out. I did not clean that, but that's the what's on the brass. So I know I saw you retracted as soon as I said that. But that's the brass. That is the brass basket. Well, it's a rattan with the brass handles. And you did see the welcome sign, right? Because maybe you like brass, from what I can tell. And there's the welcome sign. Okay, so Cheryl takes the basket for 10. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay. That goes to Cheryl. Is there anything else anybody else would like to see? We had the we have the cream and sugar sets. I can just do this. Cream and sugar sets. Okay, that was 14 for that one. The 1970s ones, that was 12 for that set. And that was number 30. The Bluebird of Happiness you guys just saw was 16, number 40. The Cracked Egg was number 35 for 8. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. This little vintage cigarette holder, frosted glass, that was $8, number 6. The brass welcome sign was 14. You hang that on the door. It was 14. You guys just saw this. This was 8, number 41. $8, number 41 for the hanging little sugar guy. You already saw those. The pitcher, the ice bucket, and the wine. You already saw those. We had this item here. This was $14 for number 37 for the silver plate divided dish. The jewelry casket, that was number 36 for $16. The jewelry casket. The Queen Mary by Anchor Hocking. Okay. That was $20, number 37. $20, number 37. Okay. And this was the Nippon. $15, number 34. Yes, it could. It could be hung on the wall too, honey. Yes, it could. This vase lamp thing. I don't even know what I said on this because I didn't write it down. I don't know. I had a number on it, but I don't know what happened to it. It was maybe, I don't know, $14, number 40. 14 for that honey colored, butterscotch colored vase. Okay, 14. These other ones were this set here, the cream and sugar. They were number 31 for this set, number 31. And those, I believe those were 12. Number 12. And then we had this cute little cup. This was number 28 for 8. We had that one. And the rest of it are plates and bowls. And we had the Art Deco platter. That was 16. For the dresser tray. The glass dresser tray. That was 16. Number 16. No, that was $16. For that. And the rest of it was painted plates, roses, bowls, the La Cruette baking dish. I covered all the plates and everything in the very beginning. So if you missed part of the sale, you can always go back and review it again. Just put me in chipmunk speed. I don't have it. I'm not monetized, so you don't have to worry about commercials. You can just zip right out of those. So let's do Bunny Buck giveaway. Okay. No participation needed. You just need to send me your info so I can get it on file. Okay. So let's pick a number. Let's pick a letter of the alphabet. And okay, I have the letter in my head. So if you guys want to go, you don't have to participate. You can put in as many letters as you like. And it's for $5 bunny bucks. Hmm. We're going to stop. STOP. We have a winner, chicken dinner. Okay, I'm seeing, let me refresh. Cheryl, you put in the vowels. You're funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I am coming down and I see Miss Sherry. Hold on. I see Miss Sherry for the letter M. Miss Sherry, you're the winner. Chicken dinner, you're a winner. There you go. Congratulations. Congratulations. And thank you, everybody who came. I will put you down, and we can use that as a credit. And thank you, everybody who participated. And Sherry, you get $5 bunny bucks. Congratulations. All right. Okay, guys, so that does it for me until next Sunday. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, and I appreciate it. And thank you. Thank you, Sherry, for being such a great chatter in the chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and thank you for those who came back. I hope I didn't, like I said, I hope I didn't scare anybody away last week with the shipping. Normally that doesn't happen. So, but anyway, hi, Miss Valerie. Hi, how are you? You would like the bluebird? I can put you down for the bluebird. Okay. Valerie B. Sure thing. You got it. Is there anybody else? Is there anything else you'd like? Anything else anybody would like before I start to close out? Val. Okay. We'll put Val to the side. If there's anything else, thank you. Thank you. Before we call it an evening, thank you guys again. So before you leave, make sure you give me your thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 500 before July. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. If you like the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Go back in if you missed anything. Go back in, shoot me an email. It's right there, allintheattictreasures@gmail.com. And let me know if there's something that you would like. Okay, so until next time, guys, thank you so much for sharing your evening with me. And everybody else have a wonderful week that's coming up. And don't forget to go show support to our fellow resellers. All right, don't forget Dee has her sale with the Revive It Sisters and Tam Tam on Thursday. So go check them out. Okay, I'm not sure if the Revive It Sisters are going to have their sale on Tuesday night, so I'm not sure. But thank you, everybody, and have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your weekend and a lovely week. But we'll talk to you later. Until next time, bye now.